Stampin' with Amore, and today I have a card tutorial to share with you. I love the Share What You Love designer series paper, and that is this paper right here. So I decided to layer it together because it looks so pretty together, and create this card. So this is a birthday card. I'm using the painted glass stamp set for the sentiment and for the butterfly. For the little detail right here, I shared this in my haul, but I'll show it again, and I also, in my catalog tour, I showed it. But it is the delightfully detailed laser cut specialty paper. That is a mouthful. But it is absolutely gorgeous. You can do so much with this. It is very vanilla on one side, whisper white on the other. This is the piece that I used. It was on the end here, and I just cut it to 5.5, and then I cut down the edge right here. So I'm just using this top part right here. And these, look how gorgeous. I'll just show you how gorgeous these are. These are going to make some gorgeous cards. So that is what I'm using for that little detail at the top of the card right here. And then I'm using the 1/8 inch whisper white ribbon and rich raspberry on the top here. But let me give you the measurements for that. But everything will be on my blog in my project sheet when I share it on Tuesday. Okay, so you're going to need 5 pieces that measure 1 inch by 3 inches. And then these 2 end pieces are 7/8 inch by 3 inches. So these are going to be the 2 that go on the end because it is just too wide to do all 1 inch pieces. So you're going to need that, and then you'll need a piece of rich raspberry, which is 1 1/4 by 5.5. And then, like I said, I cut this piece. It is 5.5 inches long also. So I think that is it, besides our basic 5.5 by 4 1/4 inch card base. I've been on vacation and my brain is still sleeping, or it's still on vacation too. And then you'll need a piece of whisper white. I am not using the thick on this one because since I'm layering the designer series paper on top of it, I'm not gonna, it'd make it just a little bit too thick. Okay, so let's get started with this. So the first thing that we're gonna do is I am going to start layering my 2 smaller pieces here. And that one is 7/8, so I got to make sure I have the 2 smaller pieces for the end. And then these are our other layering pieces. Alright, so I'm going to use, you can use snail or fast fuse. I'm just going to go ahead and use snail. And what I did on here is I just went ahead and, since we're covering this whole thing, you can use Tombow for this too, but I thought it'd be just as easy to just layer some snail all the way across. And I'm being generous because I don't want it to come off. Alright, so this is the first one. So just line it up to the end. And then this one goes on the other end. These are the 2 smaller pieces. And then we're just going to layer these just right next to them. Makes it easy. And why do I have 1 extra piece? For some reason I have an extra piece. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, you only need 4 of the you only need 4 of the, I don't know what I told you, my brain's still on vacation. You need 4 of the 1 inch by 3 inch, and then the 2 ends are 7/8 by 3. Okay, so we have that all down. I know some of you have saw the pictures. If you are friends on my personal Facebook page, you've seen some of the pictures I shared of our trip, and it was just wonderful. It was like a trip of a lifetime. Okay, let's get this layered on here. And then we're gonna layer this piece, and for this one I'm gonna use the Tombow. This just works better for this part. You can use your fine tip glue, but I really like the Tombow better. Sometimes that thing gets clogged up and it bugs me, so. Alright, so we're going to lay this down. And then I'm going to just put another little layer all the way across here for our ribbon, so it stays down. So I'm going to layer the 1/8 inch ribbon here. And this way this will be drying while we're doing our stamping and stuff. You can just measure this out at 5.5. I'm actually doing it the hard way. And if anything is hanging over, like this has a little bit of a hangover here, I'm going to just trim that like that. And then I am going to tie a bow by hand, just a small one. And I'll use a glue dot to adhere this one to it. And then we're going to go ahead and start stamping. So I'll get my little piece. I'm going to set that aside, let it dry a little bit. So I'm going to use Memento Black, and this is the stamp set I'm using, the painted glass. So I'm using this butterfly and Have a Beautiful Birthday. I love this stamp set. It is super, super pretty. So I'm going to stamp both the sentiment and the butterfly at the same time, because we need to color the butterfly with our Stampin' Blends. And I need to fussy cut it, but I'll speed up the video when I do that. It's super easy to fussy cut. Okay, so what I'm going to use here is, can't think of the name of this punch, but I will put it in the video. So we're going to punch that, and then I'm going to use another piece. I'm punching with the basic black. And I'm going to cut this in half long ways so I can back this little piece. It kind of gives it a little matting. It's just a little trick that you can do. So just line that up. Do the same on this side. And then you have your piece ready to go. We will put some dimensionals on the back of that. And I'm going to put that, whoops, not upside down. Right there. And then let's go ahead and color our butterfly. And for this butterfly, I'm using Calypso Coral Light and Dark, and Rich Razzleberry Light and Dark, and then I'm going to lighten some of the areas with our color lifter. Okay, I have the butterfly colored, and the butterfly is, I just colored it, I colored it different. So you can color it however you like, and then we're going to go ahead and fussy cut it. And the only thing about fussy cutting that I want to mention is to leave a little bit of white around the edge. It just looks nicer than the black line. This is really an easy one to cut out. Okay, so I have the butterfly all cut out now. We are going to bring the card back in here. I'm going to grab a couple more dimensionals, and I'm doubling up on these dimensionals because I want it to pop up higher than the other piece. So I'm just layering one on top of the other. I'm going to put it right at the bottom here. We're going to stick our butterfly on top here. And then I'm going to grab some rhinestones. And yes, I'm using my old rhinestones. We still carry the rhinestones. It's just a little bit different. I think they're all one size now. I still have these from before, so I'm going to use them up. And I'm just layering two on top of our butterfly, just like that. And so that is it, everyone. There you have it. I think it's super pretty. I hope you enjoy it. If you need any supplies, you can go to my blog at stampingwithamore.com and shop from my blog. So everyone, I hope you all have a blessed day, and I will catch you in the next one. I'll see you later. Bye.